We would like to discuss promoting our Indonesia fashion brand in South Korea.
Thank you for joining us. Our products combine modern fashion with traditional Indonesian batik patterns. We believe they can attract Korean customers who are interested in unique cultural products.
Thank you for the presentation. The products are unique and have strong potential in the Korean market.
I agree. However, Korean consumers pay close attention to trends and visual branding. To be honest, the current packaging looks too colorful for the Korean market.
Thank you for your feedback. Could you explain what kind of design Korea customers usually prefer?
Korean customers usually prefer minimalist packaging, softer colors, and simple logos. We recommend changing the packaging design completely.
Could you clarify that point? Do you mean changing only the packaging or the product design as well?
The packaging, logo style, and promotional visuals. We think these changes will make the brand more attractive in Korea.
We understand your perspective, but changing everything may remove the Indonesian cultural identity that makes our brand special.
I understand both sides. In my opinion, Indonesian culture is a strong selling point. Korean customers often appreciate products with authentic cultural value.
That is true. Our concern is mainly about how the brand is presented to customers.
Perhaps we can find a balance. The batik designs and cultural elements can remain, while the packaging and promotional materials are adapted to Korean trends.
I think that is a good solution. It respects Indonesian identity and meets Korean market preference.
I agree. We can use a minimalist packaging design while highlighting the Indonesian story behind the products.
That sounds reasonable. We are willing to negotiation and adapt our branding strategy without losing our cultural identity.
We will prepare new packaging concept and promotional materials based on today's discussion.
Excellent. I believe this strategy will increase the product's appeal in South Korea.
I look forward to working on the product's launch.
Thank you for your cooperation. We are excited to enter the Korea market together.
In this roleplay, there were 6 meeting stages. First, the opening stage, where the Indonesian brand owner welcomed all participants and introduced the purpose of the meeting. Second, the product presentation stage, where the marketing staff explained the fashion products and highlighted their Indonesian cultural elements. Third, the discussion stage, where the Korean side shared their opinions about the Korean market and customer preference. Fourth, the negotiation stage, where both parties discuss possible changes to the packaging and branding strategy. Fifth, the agreement stage, where both sides reach a compromise. And finally, the closing stage, where the participants thank each other and confirm their cooperation.
The Indonesian brand owner used a collaboration negotiation strategy. He tried to protect the brand's cultural identity while remaining open to suggestions. The marketing staff used a clarification strategy by asking questions and seeking the better understanding of the Korean side expectation. The Korean distributor used a compromise strategy. She acted as a mediator and helped both sides find a balanced solution. The Korean promotion manager used a persuasive strategy by explaining Korean market trends and recommending changes that could increase customer interest.
Several cultural differences appeared during the meeting. The Korean side focused on current trends, minimalist packaging, and strong visual branding, because these factors are important in the Korean market. In contrast, the Indonesian side emphasized cultural identity and the importance of preserving traditional batik elements in their products. This difference created a conflict regarding branding and packaging decision.
The misunderstanding was solved by talking respectful. Both sides listened to each other and explained their ideas clearly. They asked questions when something was not clear and did not reject ideas too quickly. Most importantly, they worked together to find a solution that matched Korea market preference and Indonesia cultural values.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Nindya Aprilia Katili dengan NIM 0930 1425 177. Di sini saya akan membacakan tentang terms cross-cultural communication yang saya dapat. Yang pertama itu ada cultural understanding, itu artinya pemahaman terhadap budaya lain. Yang kedua ada cultural diversity, itu artinya keberagaman budaya dalam masyarakat. Yang ketiga ada intercultural communication, itu artinya komunikasi antar budaya. Yang keempat ada cultural adaptation, itu artinya penyesuaian diri terhadap budaya baru. Yang kelima ada cultural sensitivity, itu artinya sikap menghargai perbedaan budaya. Yang keenam ada cross-cultural interaction, itu artinya interaksi antar individu dari budaya berbeda. Yang ketujuh ada social norms, itu artinya aturan atau kebiasaan sosial dalam suatu budaya. Yang kedelapan ada communication style, itu artinya gaya komunikasi yang berbeda di tiap budaya. Yang kesembilan ada global mindset, itu artinya pola pikir terbuka terhadap budaya internasional. Yang kesepuluh ada cultural respect, artinya sikap menghormati budaya lain. Sekian dari saya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Nur Sasabil Husain dengan NIM 0930142559. Pada video kali ini saya akan menghafalkan frasa tentang cross culture communication. Jadi yang pertama ada language barrier atau hambatan bahasa, berikutnya ada assimilation atau asimilasi, lalu ada acculturation atau akulturasi, ada culture understanding atau pemahaman budaya, ada communication style atau gaya komunikasi, ada miscommunication atau kesalahpahaman komunikasi, ada intercultural dialogue yaitu dialog antar budaya, ada cultural adaptation yaitu adaptasi budaya, ada cultural diversity atau keberagaman budaya, ada cultural awareness atau kesadaran budaya, ada multicultural communication yaitu komunikasi multikultural, ada intercultural dialog atau dialog antar budaya, dan ada global communication atau komunikasi global. Sekian dari saya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Dini Aminarti Ilabano dengan NIM 093014250049. Di sini saya akan menghafalkan terms and phrases of cross-cultural communication. Yang pertama ada cultural diversity, artinya keberagaman budaya. Yang kedua ada cultural awareness, artinya kesadaran terhadap perbedaan budaya. Yang ketiga ada cultural sensitivity, artinya kepekaan terhadap budaya lain. Yang keempat ada intercultural communication, artinya komunikasi antar budaya. Yang kelima ada cross-cultural interaction, artinya interaksi lintas budaya. Yang keenam ada cultural adaptation, artinya penyesuaian diri terhadap budaya baru. Yang ketujuh ada miscommunication, artinya kesalahpahaman dalam komunikasi. Yang kedelapan ada communication style, artinya gaya komunikasi. Yang ke-9 ada mutual respect, artinya saling menghormati. Yang ke-10 ada cultural exchange, artinya pertukaran budaya. Demikian yang dapat saya sampaikan. Lebih dan kurangnya saya mohon maaf. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Muhammad Jerman Rahmawanci dengan NIM 093014251999. Di sini saya akan menghafalkan test on process cultural communication. Yang pertama, cross-cultural communication, artinya komunikasi lintas budaya. Yang kedua, cultural diversity, artinya keberagaman budaya. Yang ketiga, cultural awareness, artinya kesadaran budaya. Yang keempat, mutual respect, artinya saling menghormati. Yang kelima, cultural sensitivity, artinya kepekaan budaya. Yang keenam, cultural misunderstanding, artinya kesalahpahaman budaya. Yang ketujuh, non-variable communication, artinya komunikasi non-variabel. Yang kedelapan, open-minded attitude, artinya sikap berpikir terbuka. Yang kesembilan, active listening, artinya mendengarkan secara aktif. Yang kesepuluh, respect different tradition, artinya menghormati tradisi yang berbeda. Sekian dari saya, terima kasih.